Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K, Boosteroid partner here. So we're switching gears to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. As a matter of fact, I've been playing quite a lot Flight Simulator 24, and for the right reasons. It's been about 11 months since they have released the game. When they originally released this game, it's been all kinds of problems and issues. But after 11 months, finally they have stabilized the game. They have implemented a lot of cool features, and one of the biggest cool features that applies to both PC and a console, as Xbox Series X and S, is the ability to go ahead and download the global scenery. And I think to me that's a pretty big deal that you can download global scenery. So how do you download the global scenery? It's pretty simple. You go to the store, okay, and you click on the store, meaning the marketplace, that's what that is, store, marketplace. And then you go to your library, and under your library you are going to see right on the top, streamed, rented, and trial, installed, okay. And here you can see that I'm downloading the base content. There it is. It's being downloaded. Size to install 45 gigabytes, 49 gigabytes. I'm sorry. It shows you here how many items ready to install. Right, these are all that are ready to install that I have downloaded. So this is the scenery, animals, buffalo, cheetahs. So all of this is going to help you have a smoother experience. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is normally you are dependent on the streaming from the cloud. The textures and everything, the airplanes, all of that stuff takes a lot of bandwidth, and that's why your frame rates are always dropping down. It doesn't matter if you're using 4090 or 5080 or 5090 or 4080. It doesn't matter what CPU and GPU you're using, and doesn't matter how much memory RAM you have, because you are dependent on that cloud to stream all of the detail from the airplane textures to the ground scenery textures, buildings, etc., etc. So this will help you because now you're going to be using your computer GPU and CPU and memory RAM to render all of this. And of course you can always switch to deep learning super sampling to give you that 60 FPS dynamic resolution performance, so that way you're not dependent on the cloud. The only feature we'll be using online is just to give you the live weather, the ATC live control, right? So this should help with the performance. The only caveat is it takes a lot of gigabytes to storage space to download and to install. I think it's total of 190 gigabytes. I'm at like I don't know how many gigabytes. I think I downloaded close to like 50 gigabytes. I think I'm close to 50, and I still have like 50 gigabytes left. And there's 327 items left. This will take time to download and to install. Make sure you have plenty of space, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it because that's the whole point, man, right? You want to have a smooth ride. You want to have a smooth travel, right? When you're flying, you want to have a smooth flight. You don't want any issues and problems, especially when you're landing, right? You don't want to have any slowdowns and frame rates, etc., etc. So anyway, just wanted to bring this to your attention. If you guys didn't know this applies to both Xbox Series X and Series S, both to PC and a console. So if you're on a console, you can do this as well. Just have to make sure. You just have to make sure that you have plenty of space to download all of this content. I will certainly try this out, see how it runs. I'm pretty sure this will benefit me greatly. Will give me a smoother experience. How do I know that? Because that's exactly what I did on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. A lot of you are probably wondering, well, why is it that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 runs smooth and doesn't have any of these issues? Because it gives you the ability to download all of the content, to download all of the scenery, right? So that makes it easier to have a much smoother performance and frame rate. So this will help, because before this you were dependent totally on the internet, right? So everything had to be on the cloud, and it takes a lot of bandwidth. Now you don't have to worry about that. Now you can breathe normally. You can yeah, really, you can breathe normally now, and you'll have a much smoother flight experience. They should have done this, honestly, from the beginning, for people to choose. I'm all about the choices. Like, give me a choice, right? Let me choose how I want to play. People who have, you know, an extra hard drive space or solid state drive space, SSD space, let them choose to download, right? For those who have super high-end internet speed, you know, let them choose to just stream it. And they should have done this from the beginning, honestly. But hey, it's better late than never. I know it took 11 months for them to realize that this is how it should be. I think even C.W. Limon actually talked about this. You guys know who C.W. Limon is? The ex U.S. Air Force pilot, I think. Yeah, he was a U.S. Air Force pilot. He was also a commercial pilot. He's got his own YouTube channel. He's pretty famous. And I think he's also a sheriff. He's a deputy. I think like is part-time or full-time. I'm not sure. Anyway, pretty cool guy. He's in Louisiana. And he said, you know, when he was reviewing this game, he said, you know, Flight Simulator is pretty cool, but what's really holding it back right now, it's this constant need to be dependent on the internet. And it's good to see that they have listened to C.W. Limon, that they have actually listened to him, and they have, you know, implemented these features. So anyway, I just want to bring this to your attention. This is not exclusive to PC. This is available on both consoles and a PC. So if you're on the Xbox Series X, you can do this. If you're on the Xbox Series S, you can do this. But just remember, on a Series S, you can't have anything else other than this game, because you're going to need that extra space. Unless you got an additional, you know, 1 terabyte space dongle or something that you plugged in the back, then sure. But you will need an extra space for this. But if you're only going to be using the Series S for Microsoft Flight Simulator, then yeah, 500 gigabytes is more than enough. And I think you'll have a pretty smooth experience. Smooth experience for sure. Well, actually, I will try it out myself, and I will let you know, is it smooth or is it not smooth. So, you know. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.